It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing naturally. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That's caught. It's Peoples. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got it.
He's got it along the sideline. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice play getting that 1st down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next 1st-round pick at the wide receiver position from Ball.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
It's complete to the right. Running on the Jets. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Sampson.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Ball will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nimble, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already breaks into the open. Hard running there. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll go with a direct snap. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the middle. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to bully their way in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal.
Timeout, SMU.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he was drilled just as